Hello everyone, Dan 14th Prime here. Want to do another video share out with the community on the latest addition to the Prime Pyre. This is the Sideshow Collectibles quarter scale Symbiote Spider-Man. No exclusive on this guy, what you see is what you get. An ES of $5,000, retails for $595 plus taxes and shipping depending on where you live. I picked this guy up from Alter Ego Comics in the Midwest. Always good to support your local small business comic shop if and when you can, and this is a great opportunity to do it if you don't mind being a little bit later in the delivery cycle. Now this looked like a cool piece when I pre-ordered it. I pretty much PO'd it on autopilot because it's Spider-Man, so I was like, yep, Spider-Man and Sideshow is pretty much how I collect this guy. There's definitely some talent involved in the piece. I'm sure I'll butcher the names, but Guillermo Barbiero and Richard Long on design and sculpt both. So definitely a strong team. When I PO'd it, I was like, it looks cool, but I gotta say, in hand, it has exceeded my expectations. Tidy footprint, we knew we were gonna get that. 23.5 inches tall, about 9 inches wide and 9 inches deep, if you count for some of the extra airspace you'll need up the pillar there. And we'll dive in close here in a second, but I gotta say, from an overall artistic perspective, we knew it was dark, at the same time, simple yet elegant. And when you get it in hand, you see all of the great detail that brings that to life. Fantastic job with the base. Really brings out that theme. Well sculpted, good detail, excellent paint. The symbiote spattered all up and down that is fantastic. Much better than the Venom vs. Spider-Man maquette that I recently reviewed and added to the collection. And the sculpt on Spider-Man himself is awesome. He's a more athletic, a bit bulkier, stronger looking Spider-Man than what we typically see from the quarter scale line the past few PFs, but it works really well. And again, fantastic blue and black comic book shading paint application on Spidey. Awesome Spidey logo. It really just comes all together. And what a great footprint and great value. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you got to pick up this piece. So let's jump in now and let me show you why. So let's just zoom in here and keep this guy on rotate. It's a tall, thin piece, so I think this will work well for the review. Let's, as always, start down low with the base. Check it out. Rubble-ish, rocky, broken, sort of gothic pillar theme building, whatever you want to call it. You see all these details in there, like kind of gravestones, hands, faces, skulls. You've got these nun things that come around. One is a skeleton inside, the other is a person. Nice details up and down the pillar and the etching. And you see the symbiote pieces. Glossy, shiny symbiote, blue and black paint application. Sort of blend in, but they're just noticeable enough. The light hits them different ways. You see a bit more of that blue, a bit more of that black. Very, very cool. Awesomely done. You see it just rising up the back of that pillar. It's really well done. The symbiote that's up and down this thing, again, much, much better than what we recently saw from Spidey vs. Venom maquette. And here I just want to get another view, really more square on with these nun-looking things. There goes the skeleton one. Very cool. Check out the symbiote just stretched all up and down, reaching all around this pillar. There she goes with her normal self. And again, symbiote flailing, reaching, searching up and down the back of the pillar here. There's a skull. Just really cool. All through that rocky back section is where it's trying to move up. Random hand down there on the base. Random partial gravestone. So a cool, dark, reinforced theme. And let's just take it to about here. We'll just get the rest of that pillar, the bottom of Spidey. You can see how he's perched up there. The feet, the hand placement, all looks really good. That whole top pillar section that he sits on connects into the lower pillar section. Spidey is all one piece, so this piece is just like super clean, no seams, easy assembly, really kind of refreshing the way a lot of statues are today. But there you see that symbiote coming up the backside, just sort of leaking off of Spidey's feet and hands where he's perched down from up above. You got these little pillar things that attach onto this longer pillar. Again, you can check out my Instagram, same handle, Dan14th Prime. Check out the unboxing there, some early thoughts, pics, things like that on the piece. Always check there to see what's coming into the Prime Pyre first. Again, same handle, Dan14th Prime. But here, just trying to come on top of that perch a little bit just to show you some of those details I voiced over. There you can see the symbiote. Again, almost like leaking, only dark under there, but almost like leaking off of his feet all the way down the pillar, or he's reaching up, however you want to think about it. Very cool, nicely tied in. And let's just take Spidey all in here. Check this out. You'll see the blue and blacks as the light comes and he spins around. Check out the sculpt and the anatomy, the arms, really strong shoulders, triceps, the forearm muscles on that perched hand, muscles through the thighs, lean torso. A great Spidey build, really. A bit bulkier, like I said, than typically we see with their quarter scales, their last couple PFs, but I really dig this. And the real Easter eggs up close is just like the vascularity that's sculpted into this piece. When I say I mean that like the vein effect, which yes, you see it with just outright like muscle sort of building in statues, but this has a very fine vein effect. I'll go even closer. That almost looks like this symbiote is, on him and alive. It's another level of detail. It's super cool. Of course, the shading through all the muscles is awesome as well. You can see some of the veins and vascularity from this effect, but we'll go even closer because it is very, very fine, and really just makes this piece that much more impressive in hand. It's all over his back right there. Just really, really cool. The Spidey logo there as well. Awesome. Super clean, big, bold. Looks fantastic. Okay, so we're going to come up top here, and this is where camera versus in person isn't always great, but we'll do our best. If you can really just see, and I'll kind of move because how the light picks it up, but just check out, see that vascularity through the back? Looks just like the symbiote is on him and alive. I mean, that's like another level of veins from what you typically see from just a muscle anatomy type sculpt. It's very, very fine, but looks really cool in hand. All that stuff, the sculpt, the paint, and that vascularity come together to really make this thing menacing in hand. There's that big back with the Spidey logo, fantastically done. Big muscular leg, and again you see just these veins prickling through there. You can see him back at the calf and everything. Little details like that really impressed me with the piece. Wasn't expecting that. Again, I kind of bought this on autopilot, but really, really exceeding my expectations in hand. So very cool. Then last thing here, I mean, from a displayability perspective, could you have them look in this way, sort of off to the side, look into the distance, get the front of the Spidey logo sort of look? Yeah, I mean, that's an option. Definitely just then the more you come this way at the angle, this is all an option as well, and certainly more the intent of the pose to be displayed. But it's not like you've only got one option there. Very, very cool. But you want to see some of this too. So you can play around with it, but that Spidey logo again, super, super impressive. Just want to lift up top here, at least for a second, give you that top end view when you're standing over the piece. It's very cool. There you have it, guys. Sideshows. Recent, newest quarter scale Symbiote Spider-Man. Really easy piece to add to the collection. Not a big footprint. Not a big price tag. Again, I was $5.93 shipped to my door for this guy. And if you live anywhere east of the Rockies, I think Alter Ego is a good place to check out, support a small business and a local comic shop. But back to him, yeah, small footprint, accessible from a price point perspective, available from an ES perspective. I mean, 5,000 ES, he's not going to appeal to the statue snob sort of crowd, but it's an awesome piece. Art direction, design, sculpt, all super well done. Very well executed at a high ES, which is what Sideshow does, but some pieces are better than others. This is definitely one of the better than others. So happy to add it to the collection, put it up with my other Spidey pieces in the Prime Pyre. Again, check me out on Instagram, same handle, Dan14 Prime. I'm sharing out the collection a bit more frequently, a little quicker on the handle in terms of what's landing in the Prime Pyre or what's coming. And as well, assorted affiliate links below. Any shopping of those links supports the channel, no cost to you. So thank you very much for that. Do appreciate it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.